Friday the 13th, that was the day that COVID really hit me professionally. I did my last keynote up in Brisbane, and then everything went like this. I went blank. So I was on fire. I was like, I had about 30 plus bookings, all booked up for the next 3 or 4 months. I was doing keynotes overseas. I was doing a whole lot of training in Australia, and then nothing. I panicked. I actually, when that hit and everything started cancelling, I went straight to trying to stop my mortgage payments, stop my car payments. I then went, okay, got myself out of that and went, I've never been keen on virtual. I thought you can't really connect with people. It's not gonna be fun. I love fun. But I thought, I don't have any choice. And I also thought, well, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability. And I set myself a goal I wanted my virtual trainings and keynotes to be as good or better than the face-to-face. There's a challenge. So how did I go about it? I got busy. I started researching. I connected with some of the Zoom and online masters throughout the world. There's people in Hong Kong I've connected with, in India and in the US, that are masters of this stuff. And I started realizing how great virtual training and keynotes can be. All the tools you can use. So now I am up to number 67 virtual training since COVID hit. And it took me about a month to get on board and really learn this stuff. And I have been doing 1 day or half day trainings. That's the majority, and I love them, and people love them. In fact, I've done so much virtual training, I've turned virtual. I'm back. Just kidding around. But you know what? I have found there's 3 core components to creating a fantastic virtual experience. This is what they are. I think people have to feel connected. They need to feel valued. It obviously has to be fun. You have to have fabulous facilitation skills. The content has to be really solid. And then there's the virtual tools. These are some of the tools I use. I use about 20, and I love the tools. People love the tools. It keeps people engaged. So one of those is YoTribe, which is just here. YoTribe is so cool because what it does is it allows people to move around freely and to be able to connect to others. They get into a little bubble and they have a little video chat. Another one is called Mentimeter, and this is it here. Mentimeter is really cool because it allows us to do continuums, it allows us to do polling, and you can put it up live, so it just looks really cool and people really engage. And then I might send them off to a breakout room to have a chat about what they thought about the polling or what they came up with. So even after 2 days of training, 2 consecutive days, I'm still finding people are energized and really enjoying it.
For those who are dialing who don't know a lot about Scott, he is like properly the most successful in Australia at doing this. Scott has done this better than anyone in the country that I've seen.
It was awesome, and he was funny, and he kept me interested for the whole 2 days. Awesome!
I just want to say thank you so much, Scotty, for taking the time out to do this training, especially over Zoom. I think your knowledge of using Zoom was amazing. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, which means thank you so much in Māori. And yeah, so thank you.
Thank you, Pam.
Fantastic couple of days, very engaging, and probably the best use of Zoom for online training that I have encountered so far. And I'm a massive tech geek, so that's a big thing coming from me.
Scott was fantastic. Scott was fantastic. Really enjoyed the day.
Yeah, Scott's fantastic. There's a lot of humour and there's a lot of seriousness when it needs to be serious as well.
And what did you think about the virtual training compared to the face-to-face? What would you say the
I loved
pros and
it.
cons?
I loved it, but it was all about the fact that you taught us.
Okay.
I think the way I learnt more through Zoom than I did face-to-face.
I just sat through a session with Scott Dutton. He was fabulous, amazing, to the point. Love this guy.